see here that in every questions there are some directives. और इस टाइप के जो questions है ना, do you think that globalization results in only an aggressive consumer culture? Okay, justify your answer. इसमें एक ट्रिक है, मतलब इसमें एक टर्म है जिसकी वजह से यू पीपल कैन एक्चुअली थिंक कि इसका आंसर क्या हो सकता है. बताओ कौन सा ऐसा टर्म है? एनीवन? You people have, there has to be a one opinion just because of that one particular term. That is so opinion, no? Think, okay, read multiple times, at least read 3 times louder and you will get to know that term. Kavya, please read this question. And if it is possible, online students, switch on your cameras, yaar. Please switch on your cameras. I can't talk to the, like you like this. I can just see the names. Please quickly read out. आप खुद से देखो, आइडेंटिफाई करो. हाँ जी बेटा, कर दिया लाइव क्लास? कर दिया? ओके. Do you think that globalization results in only in aggressive consumer culture? Justify your answer. Don't you think only is a keyword? You cannot have one opinion. You cannot have one perspective. So do you think that globalization results in only an aggressive consumer culture? What do you think? What you should write? Have you not seen? This applies in your prelims as well. Whenever you say only, then that means you are killing all other alternatives. So even in your mains, you have these tricks. Okay, the more we are going to spend time, before writing answers, in analyzing questions, the more we are going to understand the patterns. And trust me, see guys, I am having little fever right now, so maybe तुम लोगों को मेरा energy level कम लगेगा, since who people have taken sociology class, energy थोड़ी कम हो चुकी है, but I think I am loud and clear. समझ में आ रहा है सबको? See what I am just trying to explain here, that some questions, the moment you are reading some words, you actually know कि आपको क्या opinion बनाना है. Okay, so the more we are spending time in analyzing the question papers, the more we are, spending and, we are trying to learn the skills. It is like we are going for a battle, but going in a battle with not very effective tools. It will not help. So let's sharpen our tools first. That is why you take your GS classes, you take your optional classes anywhere. I know not even a single teacher or coaching is doing what I am right now doing. I'm trying to explain that how you people have to think, okay, and how you people have to become mechanical. Like, you need to become automatic. Your thoughts has to become automatic. Okay, this. The moment you know it's only, I will make you write an answer right now in this about this question. Okay, and then okay, do one thing. Write down this question. You people do our task today right now. Just write down exercise. In answer writing classes, we are going to have ample amount of exercises. Okay, right now I am making you, all of you, do this exercise. Okay, Kavya, since you are new to my Anthro class, I hope you are not getting lost. Kavya, what am I do? I'll speak to you after this class. Okay. so that you will understand everything. Right now, I'm, for this 1 month, the few classes will be only on answer writing. Okay? Take up the question. Doesn't matter what you know in content. That is not my objective to see how much you are writing on globalization. All I need to know that what and how you are thinking. So you people just write down with your existing understanding. Globalization is a very common phenomena, you all know, and it's an opinion based question. Okay, Shalu, try to write it down. Think and write it down. Now just tell me your idea on it quickly. See, what I'm trying to explain here, that when we are discussing, let me just, okay, all of you, can you just repeat this question so that I can write here? Yes. Question is, do you think that globalization results in only an aggressive consumer culture? Then this is asking you to justify. Okay. Now, what I am saying, the point here is the moment I can see here only. Okay. I can definitely quickly frame my one line. What can it be? मतलब आप देखो ना, जैसे ही आप क्वेश्चन देख रहे हो उसमें इन्होंने तम ही बोल दिया ओनली, तो वी कैन नॉट से ना लाइक दिस. यहीं पे पॉइंट आ गया. ओके, सो व्हाट यू कैन राइट डाउन. First of all, you need to explain when we are writing our answers, no, always try to start your answer with neutral statement. Even in introduction, you do have neutral statement. Although I will not ask you to define globalization just like that, but right now at this stage, you people can explain according to Roland Robertson or Anthony Giddens, globalization is an intensifying event. Okay, something neutral statement right now. Okay, and you need to basically argue on the tone, on aggressive consumerism, basically. Okay, so you will say, as per Anthony Giddens, globalization did definitely intensified consumerist lifestyle. Okay, then you will say, comma, however, it would be incorrect to argue that globalization results only in an aggressive consumer culture. आया समझ में? I am repeating myself. What did I do? What have I done? You know, see, there are a lot of, actually, on globalization, there are a lot many thinkers. Personally, I like Ronald Robertson. Okay, you do have Anthony Giddens. You do have Ulrich Beck. You also have Zygmunt Bauman. Then very famous Baudrillard, Logic of Capitalism and so on. Okay, and then David Held. Okay, then you have Manuel Castile. इनका तो बहुत ही अच्छा argument है network society. Okay, you people can write down these names. So see, for every topic, you know, you should do smart studies. Okay, so you should have some thinkers. So the moment you are quoting a thinker, for example, you people can quote my name for whenever you are talking casteism among Muslims. Okay, and then when you are writing the new name, it will also signify that okay, you people have updated understanding of the reports, research. For example, if you know that there are minority issues, you can straight away refer my work. Okay, minority issues में आपका काम कुछ भी आता है, you just write down Dr. Huma Hassan work, caste and culture among Paspanda Muslims. Okay, so although it is there with Indian Council of Social Science Research, they have funded me, okay, to write this work. The research work, you can write down a research work by Dr. Huma Hassan on minority issues. What I'm trying to here explain, although I wanted to explain all of you about the directives, okay, but what am I doing? I'm just trying to explain that just by reading the question multiple times, you know that how you people have to write a introduction. So I would just say according to let's just say Manuel Castells, contemporary world is about networking society and it is a result of globalization. Indeed, globalization have intensified consumer culture, but however, nevertheless, it would be incorrect. It would be wrong to say that it has only generated or results in an aggressive consumer culture. Okay, then what I will say, so on one hand, you need to talk on the tone. So justify wala question, opinion based question mein, there is one of the answers, there's something I will teach later on. What was I taught? Answer C's, no, 7 C's of answer writing, right? So उसमें एक 7 C's में एक C है, that is tone, courteous. It matters how you speak. So it is not like that what you are speaking in, you the way you are talking, it is not there in your writing. In your writing also tone matters. You people have to see what we think, that tone is there only in our speaking. Tone is there in writing also. So what I can say, on one hand, globalization promotes consumerism. Then I can talk about Karl Marx also. Multiple cooperation is there. How global advertising is there. Advertisement कैसे बिल्कुल connected हो गई है, right? Can't you see branded goods? I mean, people are crazy about branded goods, right? No matter what, even the people like me who do not want to go for the brands, but you need the quality, so you do not have anything but to buy the brands. Why? Because they are going to give you in a cheap manner. For example, if I want to go for a strict suit, so the tailor would charge me 700 rupees. Okay, and then I have to buy the material. So it will end up by 3,000 something. Then I will think, okay, just let's go and buy. This is what people are doing for the urban population. So I would definitely going to defend that yes, what you are saying it's fine. Intensive culture तो हो रहा है, but आप ये नहीं कह सकते हो because आपको अपना opinion भी बताना है. Then you have to show some positive impact. What is that positive impact? Tell me, of globalization. It facilitated exchange of ideas, knowledge and cultural practices across societies. Now, when you are saying, do that, quote Anthony Giddens. You have given your opinion. However, globalization is giving positive outcome as well. Okay, you can say that today female are taking steps. They are not anymore living in the patriarchal conditions. It is a resultant of globalization because we have got the opportunities. And one more name, UPSC ने आंकड़ों में क्वेश्चन पूछा है इसका, क्वेश्चन में भी कभी भी आ सकता है. Write down the name, Arjun Apudrai. Brilliant academic work. And UPSC did ask question on this. So Arjun Apudrai emphasized, लिख लो. Arjun Apudrai emphasized, साइड में लिख लेना यार. Emphasize global flows of culture, and media and ideas that reshape को highlight कर देना, that reshape identities and social interactions. Okay, Arjun Apudrai is very important thing. You have it written? Okay, then you will going to write whatsoever feel like in the conclusion. But the idea is very simple, guys. Idea is very simple. Only लिखा है तो ये तो possible ही नहीं है. तो बस मुझको hint पहले ही दे दिया है कि लिखना क्या है. Okay, so we need to learn all this. So right now today's class is on directives. तो लिखेंगे directives के लिए. Write down in writing mains or in writing answers. In writing answers, directives are instruction words. Directives are instruction words in questions. जल्दी लिखो guys. Fast थोड़ा सा. Directives are instruction. Directives are instruction words in questions that guide candidates on how to frame their answers. Okay, so there are different directives that you people have to just work on that. Okay, write down जितने भी आपको directives याद है, write down examples. Anyone? And then you can write on different directives, how it is very important and this and something like that on this. अब एक example लिख लो on explain. Okay, write down explain. So explain is a directive. Explain is a directive that requires the candidate to clarify the meaning of a concept or statement and show how or why it occurs. Okay, next point. The answer should present the idea in a clear and logical manner. By describing its main features. Causes or functioning. Okay, write down some concept points. Okay. Anything. Write down. Explain the importance of. Explain the importance of digital payments in India through the unified payments interface system. So what do you think what you have to do here? Think about it. Tell me what you people have to do here. First of all, write down the content. Explain how the system works. Okay. Show its benefit for financial inclusion. Okay, now try to write introduction for it. Try to write introduction for it. कल मैंने आप लोगों को एक्चुअली एक्सप्लेन करा है ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग. तो इंट्रोडक्शन के लिए यू पीपल डू नॉट नीड लॉट ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग, आप खुद से लिख सकते हो. ओके, ट्राई टू राइट इंट्रोडक्शन ऑन दिस. Okay, I'm explaining that what you people have to write, and I'll give you model answers also on this. Okay, but right now I'm just trying to understand that you people can explain ka introduction. Introduction and conclusion, I'll make you write for every point. Okay, what I have been telling in the beginning, that for every questions you people can write introduction and conclusion. Body 1 and body 2 definitely depends on your understanding on the content, how much you know. बट इंट्रोडक्शन एंड कंक्लूजन, आपको कोई भी इंट्रोडक्शन और कोई भी क्वेश्चन दिया है, जितनी बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास है, डेफिनेटली इफ यू पीपल आर गोइंग टू रीच टिल योर मेन्स, दैट्स मीन दैट यू आर नॉट एन एम्प्टी वेसल. बहुत ही 1% 2% ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो शायद यू नो बाय फ्लूक प्रीलिम्स क्रैक कर लेते हैं. ओके, सो इट मीन्स कि आपके पास इतनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है दैट आप कोई साइंटिफिक इंट्रोडक्शन लिख सकते हो. सो राइट डाउन anyone who has written, and if it is definitely for 150 words question, you should not exceed more than 25 words. Okay, if it is 25 words, then it should be 50 words, 300. but 10 मार्कर्स के लिए 20 से 25 से ज्यादा आप वर्ड से ज्यादा इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं लिखेंगे. बताओ, आपको एक्सप्लेन करना है, ठीक है. अब मैंने क्या किया, राइट, सो आई नो दैट आई हैव हाउ आई हैव टू स्टार्ट. ठीक है, इंट्रोडक्शन बेस मैंने बताया था, थिंकर्स बेस आप कर सकते हो. अब इस क्वेश्चन में हाउ यू कैन स्टार्ट डिजिटल पेमेंट्स वाला, एक तो हमेशा आपके पास रहता है डेफिनेशन बेस्ड आइडिया. डेफिनेशन बेस्ड, you just define what it is. Okay, for example, digital payments, write down quickly. Digital payments involve electronic transfer of money without physical cash. Okay, so what you have done, you have just defined it in one line. Okay, but the context here, you will get in your Indian context. So in India, the unified payments, क्योंकि इंडिया का पॉइंट पूछा है, interface has transformed transactions by enabling instant, secure and accessible payments. ठीक है, पहले आपने डिफाइन कर दिया, और डेफिनेटली आप इंडिया में बताओगे ना, इंडिया का क्वेश्चन है. तो इन इंडिया, ओके, द यूनिफाइड पेमेंट इंटरफेस has transformed transactions by enabling instant, secure and accessible payments. एक तो ये तरीका हो गया इंट्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट करने के लिए. अगर आपने थोड़ी अच्छी सी मेहनत करी है तो डेटा बेस्ड, क्योंकि ये वाला जो है यूपीएससी में 70 to 80% एस्पिरेंट्स करते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि बहुत सारे टीचर्स जो है एक ही मेथड जानते हैं, तो वो खुद ही बोलते हैं कि डिफाइन कर दो कॉन्सेप्ट पहले। मैं कभी ना करूँ ये चीज, नो, अगर मुझे टॉप करना है तो मैं क्रिएटिविटी के साथ ही अपना इंट्रोडक्शन करूँ। If I have in-depth understanding, I will not take a chance but to introduce a thinker or a report. Okay? But एक और तरीका होता है जिसमें आप अपना आंसर स्टार्ट कर सकते हो, that is data based. India records billion of digital transaction every month. Very neutral statement. Then comma, largely through UPI, comma, highlighting its growing importance in strengthening the country's digital economy. Rishabh, can you now understand? Are you understanding how we need to actually focus on all these minute details? हम लोगों को यहाँ पे सोचना है, right? That how we need to write your answers. What we are doing very wrong approach. I would say be street smart. Content तो आ ही जाएगा. In today's time, you just think, you just write down civil services. सारी SEO वाले लोग आपको, search engine optimization, you just write civil services, anthropology optional. All the books will be there. Content will be there. Okay, whether it is going to be garbage or correct, that depends on your understanding. But content की तो कमी नहीं है, right? What is lacking? Skills. So work on skills first. So one is definition based, that you people should not go. Okay. Another one is data based. अगर आप डेटा बेस लिखोगे तो अच्छा रहेगा. दूसरा है एग्जाम्पल बेस्ड. All this I have learned while getting, professional training of IELTS. In IELTS, if you want to, if you are little ambitious and you want to, go abroad and teach, तो वहां पे you need to have good IELTS का score. अच्छा band, it is like 8 out of 9. So there I have learned that you might have a lot of content, you might have a lot of knowledge, but to write a very impressive line, there are different ways. So there I have learned how to, initiate your writing. And that is what that understand. And see, you never know. I never knew that I would be, taking UPSC aspirants as this coaching as my profession, and I would be spending this much. All I had prepared aspirations तो यही होता है कि प्रोफेसर ही बनेंगे, वही एस्पिरेशन था. लाइफ पे कभी भी मोड़ आ जाते हैं. So I was teaching in Jamia, not feeling really happy. You never know, आप IAS बनोगे, आपको मजा नहीं आएगा, फिर लगेगा अरे यार छोड़ो. और बहुत एग्जाम्पल्स है. तो लाइफ में पढ़ाई से रिलेटेड कोई भी चीज वेस्ट नहीं जाती, ये तो मुझे समझ में आ गया. All those of knowledge of mine now I'm applying in teaching all of you. एक है example based. Write down. बहुत simple. Today even small vendors and street sellers or rickshaw pullers accept payment through UPI. And then you people can just write down, comma, reflecting how digital payments have become integral to daily economic life. और अगर आपको कन्विंस करना है अपनी पहली लाइन से ही कि मुझको ही आईएएस ऑफिसर बनाओ, ओके, ट्रस्ट मी ऑन दिस, पॉलिसी बेस्ड स्टार्ट कर देना आंसर। एनी पॉलिसी, गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव्स promoting a digital economy have facilitated electronic transaction in India। और ज्यादा है तो किसी मिनिस्टर्स या जो भी कोई बॉडी है उनका नाम अगर पता हो, यू नो, पीआईबी, पॉलिसीज बेस आप बिल्कुल कर सकते हो, डिजिटल इंडिया, दिस एंड दैट, ओके। फिर यू पीपल कैन जस्ट राइट डाउन। उसके बाद कॉन्टेक्स्ट बेस्ड, with rapid technological advancement and smartphone penetration, कॉन्टेक्स्ट दे दिया आपने कि क्योंकि ऐसा हुआ है इसकी वजह से ऐसा है, कॉजेज एंड इफेक्ट्स। तो बिकॉज ऑफ या विद रैपिड टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट and smartphone penetration, digital payments have expanded widely in India, okay, particularly through UPI। मैं आपसे लिखना है, मैं सिर्फ आपको बता रही हूँ कॉन्टेक्स्ट। एक और अच्छा तरीका हो सकता है स्पेसिफिकली in your GS papers or in paper 2, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्यूशन बेस्ड, बहुत अच्छा तरीका है, इसको तो आप स्टार ही बना लेना, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्यूशन बेस्ड। challenges of cash handling, challenges of cash handling, transparency and financial inclusion, encourage digital payment system in India। और उसके बाद आप खुद से खुद पॉइंट लिख सकते हो ऑफ यूपीआई एंड ऑल, ओके। लिख लिया? लास्ट का लाइन क्या लिखा है, खुद से इसको कंप्लीट करो ना। तो how you people will deal with explain का directives, start by defining or briefly explaining the concept in 1 or 2 sentence लिखो। तो start with clear introduction, ओके। और जो भी क्वेश्चन दिया है आपको, दैट एक्सप्लेन इन बॉडी, लॉजिकल पॉइंट्स, प्रोसेस, रीजंस, फीचर्स, एग्जांपल्स, एक्सप्लेन द कॉन्सेप्ट। डिजिटल इंडिया का, यूपीआई का ये उसका फिर कॉन्सेप्ट एक्सप्लेन करो, लॉजिकल पॉइंट्स होने चाहिए और आपके पास बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स होने चाहिए आपके आंसर्स में, okay। And then after writing those pointers you need to give evidences, examples। जैसे इंस्टेंट फंड ट्रांसफर थ्रू मोबाइल, तो फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन कैसे हुआ, डिजिटल पेमेंट कैसे पॉपुलर हो रही है, ठीक है। तो पहले आप पॉइंटर्स लिखो, 150 वर्ड्स का आंसर है, ये हुआ ये हुआ, फिर उसका एग्जाम्पल लिखो, देन समरी, कंक्लूडिंग लाइन, ब्रॉडर इम्प्लीकेशन, एंड विद ब्रॉडर इम्प्लीकेशन। फॉर इंस्टेंस, thus digital payments play a significant role in strengthening the digital economy। Then write down. You can write down. So explain directives. We generally do have questions in civil services mains with directives of explain. Here you just have to make the idea clear. Okay. So in explain, in short, we people have to explain the idea clear through logical reasoning and relevant examples. Okay. So unlike analyze और critically examine, कुछ बच्चे analyze करने लगते हैं, critically examine करने लगते हैं. Okay, so write down unlike directives such as analyze or critically examine. The focus here is not on evaluation or criticism, but simply on elaboration of the topic. बस topic को elaborate कर दो. Okay? Yes. बेटा मैं ऐसे मेरे पास पॉइंटर्स लिखे हुए, मुझे ऐसे तो याद नहीं है. Can anyone help her? No, ask. फिर बाद में कब कहाँ लिखोगे? Now write down homework. Write down homework for your practices and I will check it. Please write down. Explain the significance of the non-cooperation movement in the Indian freedom struggle. Explain the impact of urbanization. 150 words में. Explain the impact of urbanization on family structure in India. Explain the mechanism of the monsoon system in India. Explain the importance of microfinance in rural development. Explain the importance of microfinance in rural development. Or explain the importance of biodiversity conservation for sustainable development. Biodiversity conservation for sustainable development. Okay, is this now clear? All of you just have to practice and write your own content on explain. Here you do not have to defend, you do not have to do criticism. Most of the aspirants, what they are doing, what they have started doing, they started doing evaluation. क्वेश्चन कुछ और दिया है तो उसको क्रिटिसिज्म दे देंगे, वे फॉरवर्ड दे देंगे, हर क्वेश्चन में वे फॉरवर्ड दे देंगे यूपीएससी के स्टूडेंट्स, जहां पे जरूरत भी नहीं है, पूछा ही नहीं है आपसे वे फॉरवर्ड. कैन यू इमेजिन एनुमरेट जिसमें आपको सिर्फ पॉइंटर्स लिखना है 1 2 3 4, उसमें भी वे फॉरवर्ड लिख देते हैं क्योंकि कुछ आपके जो मेंस रिटन बाबाज है वो आपको एक्सप्लेन करते हैं ऐसे ही. way forward, way forward. Okay, so don't do that. पहले डिमांड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन समझो. रिसेंटली अभी इसी साल एक स्टूडेंट था, बिल्कुल मेरे से बहस कर रहे हैं, यू नो आर्ग्यूमेंट ले रहे हैं. नहीं नहीं इसमें यही लिखना है. इंट्रोडक्शन वाज, ही वाज नॉट सिलेक्टेड. हो गई नहीं सिलेक्शन. ओके, so please at least 1 hour daily, the way we are doing the classes. Okay, and after 1 month definitely I have to start, you know, syllabus, sociology, anthropology. लेकिन जो मेरे those who are my mentorship students, okay, you people will see that how in second, like you know, after second month, third month, we would totally get into it. Okay, so the here point here is, Kavya, do you understand Hindi? No, I think you don't understand Hindi. So you have to just tell me when if I'm speaking in Hindi, okay? Class sometimes it's bilingual. Okay, so what I'm just trying to explain that, you know, I would be sharing some content to all of you where I have just given what is there in the explain. But now in today's class, you just have to understand explain means elaboration in simple terms. Do not give criticism, positivism, like positive and negative and what should be done. They are asking you, for instance, today we have discussed UPI. So just talk about UPI. You can talk about some policies, that's fine. So you just have to understand, okay? And then there are some overlapping directives. For example, describe, briefly explain, okay? But the questions like evaluate, critical, re-examine, comment, that is in some family. There is one family like explain, describe, in brief, okay? It's one family. You be smart, do start direct questions, and these are actually direct questions. Here you do not have to think a lot. And then there will be some opinion based questions. Even like, you know, if I'll show you this question paper, okay, this question paper may, you will see this is direct. Do not waste your time. And this question you should finish in 5 minutes. You people have to do micromanagement of your questions. 5 minutes. You need to use, okay, I will use some pointers. I mean, I'm not going to, for this point, for Harappan architecture, I am not that mad where everybody is going to write about, you know, the points which we have discussed, about the bricks, about, what was there? Great bath, urban thing, and this, everything. Everyone is going to write this. Am I that mad that I'm going to complete my 150 words on this? No, I will not do that. So there is one student of mine. She's a sister of rank 2 last year, 3. भूल गए, डोंगरे वोगरे है उनका नाम, right? I can see that she is getting that similar training for this type of question, right? I will make introduction, okay, and then I will use flow chart. So I would, because this is a question, direct question, describe, okay, Harappan civilization plays a significant role in establishing a fact that India did have urban planning. Following are the features of Harappan architecture. Okay, I have written introduction and following are the features. This I will explain in flow chart. I can make these pointers or I will just make, you know, this is one example. I can make this. I will talk about all this point here. Why will I waste my all this point? Okay, so just after introduction, I will make a flow chart. Okay, for example, keep telling me about the bricks, about that mathematical calculation, about the drainage system, about the great bath. Okay, whatsoever it is. And then I will just write down one lines some lines to, just give a point. Now, I will here show some unique content on Harappan architecture only. The question here is talking about features of the Harappan architecture. Now I have to think, do we have any relevance in contemporary time with respect to Harappan architectures? मैं यूपीएससी के क्वेश्चन से ही आप लोगों को आंसर बता दूंगी यूनिक पॉइंट लाने के लिए. So their drainage system, okay, is so popular, is so effective that it can solve today's problem only. So I would write, in the Indian context or in India, the major problem is of drainage. Harappan architecture is explaining, okay, even without having advancement of technology, they never had drainage problem the way we are facing. इसको लिखने के लिए सिर्फ आपको कनेक्शन चाहिए, right? And you can just write down about that. The bricks, the quality of the bricks. The quality of bricks also signifies that how the major, we know that कैसे हमारे यहाँ infrastructure का problem है, bricks, cements and all. So Harappan architecture bricks also signifying that the quality is totally not only dependent on the advancement of technology. It is there. It is there in the, you can say, in the whatever point you need to add. But point here is that yes, the question is silent features of the Harappan architecture. Okay, so when you people will write, you will write on the features of Harappan architecture. आप सारा Harappan architecture का body 1 में ऐसे explain कर दो. एक आपने 15 लाइन 15 वर्ड्स का इंट्रोडक्शन बनाया, 3 पैराग्राफ में 150 वर्ड्स को खत्म कर दो, राइट? ओके, अब लेट्स जस्ट से हमारे पास कितने वर्ड्स बच गए? 30 वर्ड्स. ये कंक्लूजन है. ओके, देन हाउ मेनी वर्ड्स वी हैव नाउ? 120. ठीक है, तो ये 60, ये 62 और या फिर ये पूरा 120 कर दो, एक पैराग्राफ. ओके, तो अर्बन फीचर्स मैंने यहाँ पे पॉइंटर फ्लो चार्ट्स बना दिया. ओके, एक पॉइंट मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर दिया हरप्पन फीचर्स. अब मैं यहाँ पे ऐड करूंगी इंटरेस्टिंगली हरप्पन आर्किटेक्चर फीचर्स, और हरप्पन फीचर्स कैन बी द रोड मैप टू सॉल्व करंट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चरल प्रॉब्लम्स इन इंडिया. बस ये करना है. कंटेंट मैं पूरा का पूरा आंसर क्यों फीचर्स में लिख दूं? क्योंकि ये सभी कर रहे हैं. ज्यादातर सारे के सारे क्या करेंगे? एक्साइटेड हो जाएंगे. वाओ, ये तो हमको आता है. कर दिया सारा आंसर. बट बेटा ये यूपीएससी है ना, ये सिविल सर्विसेज है. आपके साथ वो बच्चे भी बैठे हैं, डोंट टेक इट पर्सनली, जिनको बचपन से ट्रेनिंग मिल रही है यूपीएससी आईएएस बनने की. राइट, माय डॉटर, आई हैव शिफ्टेड माय प्लेस ओनली बिकॉज आई वांट टू गिव इट दैट ट्रेनिंग. थिंक अबाउट इट. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्लास में फिर डिस्कस करेंगे. थैंक यू.